Folks, this is bad, okay? I'm back with another Chrisean Rock update, and it is looking like the walls are closing in on Chrisean. There are now some statements that have been made, apparently, from the victim, Ronnie's auntie, apparently saying that justice is coming very soon. We're also seeing an old resurfaced clip from apparently Blueface's brother, claiming that he warned Blueface and basically said, you better claim that that baby's yours for your own safety. Now, this is absolutely insane. Okay, we still don't know 100% for sure exactly what happened with Chrisean Rock and these alleged bodies. You know, there's rumors of all these different bodies that, you know, she might have had something to do with. There's rumors of, you know, a woman beaten to death in her home in Baltimore, her alleged baby father, Ronnie, getting murdered, you know, outside of a house in Baltimore. And then there's talk of, you know, this other situation where, you know, Ronnie took the charge for this body. She's in interviews talking about, yeah, when I killed that N-word. It's just insane, okay? So I'm going to break it all down to you guys in this video. But the first thing that I want to show you is Ronnie's alleged aunt basically responding to some of the stuff that's been going around. Now, there'd been a response from her previously, but now we've kind of got an update. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll quickly show you what she said before. So this was going around like just under a week ago. It was basically being said that Ronnie's auntie had made a comment on a video of Quell, who is that guy that was saying Blueface owed him $100,000. And the rumor was that, you know, Chrisean was trying to frame Blueface for the murder, making it look like he was the one that paid for it, when really, allegedly, the rumor is that, you know, she might have wanted to get Ronnie out the way because he kept trying to, you know, get this paternity test and claim that this child was his when she needed that baby to be Blueface's for the whole Zeus deal to go through. So it is pretty insane, everything that's kind of come out about this. But she commented under that post saying, y'all would be crazy to think that as a family we're not in touch with the detectives to solve this murder. We're definitely in touch with detectives in the hope that someone is arrested for the murder of my nephew. Now that's pretty crazy on its own, but now she's apparently responded under some more posts just 2 days ago. So she basically said, at Chrisean, she added Chrisean Rock. She said, my MFing family keep being quiet, even though we got 1,000 of receipts. Each time I hear this, I get more pissed off because you sound stupid. And this was in the video where Chrisean basically had a meltdown on TikTok in the car and basically said she ain't have nothing to do with it. Detectives had spoken to her. They said that she wasn't a suspect in this. And like, a lot of people thought she sounded dumb because the thing is, it's kind of like, it sort of is like, okay, you saying you got nothing to do with this situation, but like the detectives, they don't have to be honest with you. Like the detectives could be capping. And I'm currently recording this standing up. I'm at stand up right now, so I'm not used to this setup. I'm finding it a little bit weird. But anyway, she said in her next message, someone said that is his blood aunt that F you talking about, and she said, I don't need to deny who my nephew was. You never heard me not say that he didn't smoke or drink. You never heard me or my sister or any of us say that. But what we will say is that he was still a stand-up guy. You even heard her say that, because this is the thing. In that video that she's commented on, we basically saw Chrisean saying that he was, you know, fucked up off drugs. He was on perks. He was just going crazy, wilding out, and no one was holding him accountable for being on drugs, saying that the kid was his. But again, it don't really matter. That doesn't make a difference. If anything, you're just giving more motive to the situation. It says that's why she said she wished the baby was his, because she knows my sister and my family would do right by that baby. Don't put words in my mouth that I didn't say. I'm not afraid to stand 10 toes down on how I feel. And someone said, and furthermore, how can I clear her name? I'm just an aunt that says anything. Isn't that what you just said? And she said, at Chrisean, and who is y'all? Who is y'all that keeps putting the narrative out? Because it's not just us as a family. You don't have to be quiet no more. Talk all you like, baby, because that's what I'm ready to do about my nephew. You don't know anything about my family. All you know about is my nephew, and that's it. Because obviously Chrisean also said in that clip, she was like, oh, you know, there was, he was dealing drugs out the family basement. You don't want to talk about that. Low-key kind of snitching, getting a bit snitchy on the family, which I think was a little bit crazy if you ask me. But anyway, okay, from here, I want to show you some other interesting stuff that's circulated that I've not talked about in my previous videos. So basically, what we ended up seeing was kind of a whole lot of activity in this r/exposing Chrisean Rock subreddit. Tell you what I'll do, actually. I'll show you some of the comments under Ronnie's aunt. And then I'll kind of move on to some of the other stuff. But people are kind of saying, after being on this sub for 2+ years, it's satisfying to watch all of this finally unfold. The OGs who have been fighting since Junior came into this world have always known what's up. I never thought we'd see this day. Right? People have been fighting for the truth. It says the only reason why his family hasn't said more is because they know she's unhinged and will try and do the same thing to them. They're going to let the police handle it and only speak out afterwards. Said, I can't believe she's actually getting what she deserves. It's been too MFing long. I just hope she doesn't do something to Junior before she's arrested because he's going off the rails. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah, okay, I'll show you this. So this was apparently a video of Ronnie just like weeks before he passed away, and they're saying here that he was becoming a problem for Krusty Chrisean. People saying the medical gloves and ski mask combo doesn't help him look reliable, but it's nothing but facts. We all used to see Junior dangling backwards with no head support when he was younger. So let's hear what you had to say.
Spin it one more time. Say spin it one more time. So I spun it one more time. I get to Subway. You get what I'm saying? When I walk in Subway, I ain't gonna lie, I get heated. As soon as I walk in Subway, all I see is Junior straight dangling over Crystal's arm. She got...
He talking about, I think, the confrontation where he ran up on Chrisean.
Junior hanging. He just... hanging, like trying to support himself with his back and his neck, you get what I'm saying? Trying to like regain his posture, control himself. So I'm like, like why is he outside without a jacket for one? Why is he in her arms and she don't even know how to hold him? She don't even know how to support him through holding him. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm getting frustrated. Now I'm getting on that tip because I'm like, all right, these are clearly unfit mothers, so they don't know no better. You get what?
So look, clearly he was applying pressure and kind of making the point that she was being a bad mum. And I didn't really want to get into it in this video because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube for doing anything to do with kids, obviously. But like what I was hearing was that basically, you know, not what I was hearing, but what I'm seeing all over this subreddit is just like evidence upon evidence of Chrisean being a bad mother. They're claiming that Junior's got these like developmental problems. It is really, really bad look, all the stuff that's kind of going around on here about her. And, you know, it doesn't surprise me that the fact that Ronnie is kind of exposing that stuff so much right before he passed away, it does look incredibly suspicious. So people are saying, mind you, according to both Ronnie and Chrisean's family, before Junior and the DNA test became Ronnie's main focus, he only cared about satisfying Chrisean. They said that he was her biggest fan and would almost do anything for her, including take the blame for a murder. I think Rock panicked when she felt herself losing control over Ronnie and got him touched. He not only was a threat from her past, bringing up Geronimo, that's the guy that got murdered, that he took the rap for, a situation she thought she already had under control publicly, he was also a threat to the only future that she cared about, being a famous rapper's baby mama. Those two things wrapped up with her narcissist control issues, feeling her power over Ronnie slipping away, made her get Ronnie handled. People saying you summarized that perfectly. Plus he was becoming a problem for Blue and the Malones. I feel like her and Ronnie were a classic case of a BPD NPD relationship. She was Ronnie's favorite person, aka emotional obsession, and he was just a tool to use and throw away when she's done. Sad as hell. Totally random, but y'all remember when Blue used to walk around with rubber medical gloves? It seemed like he was copying Ronnie, just like Chrisean copies people. They're both weird. They're saying Junior looks identical to his father. It's uncanny. I really hate what happened to him. He wanted what's best for Junior. He knew that she wasn't doing right by Junior, and called her out on it. I'm so hoping to wake up and see Chrisean, Eugenia Malone taken into custody. Said Junior was around him. He was on live in real time with Junior's bottle in the background, and people called it out. And he said, "Oh yeah, seen that," and ended the live. Days later, he had slightly calmed down on her ass, and she was most definitely 4 months pregnant with his second child, and she was going to plant on Figgy. Internet beat her to it, and she got that baby gone. I've been here since BGC. That's crazy. This is the post that Quell said made him mad. He had the shiesty in gloves. Was too much when talking about a woman. It seems to me Ronnie knew exactly what he was dealing with and let his guard down. People are saying, what's the significance? It's some gang shit. It's like you basically masking up and gloving up to go and do a crime and hurt somebody. That's what the implication is. I don't understand the gloves, and when Blue wore the black ones with the rings over the gloves, I don't understand it. I'm still wanting you to explain what it means. People put on latex gloves when they're bagging up and selling drugs, so their fingerprints aren't on the bags. They also do it when they go and do drills and murders. That's why you only see street dudes wearing them as a fashion statement. They want everyone to know that they sell drugs and also do drills. All right? That's what it means. So here's an interesting video that people are claiming is actually Blueface's brother, basically warning Blueface that he should actually claim Junior as his own son, even if he's not him. Even if he's not his son, for his own safety. Someone's posted this, said, just a reminder for the YouTubers who are starting to cover this, like Trap Law and Carlos King. It says, easy to verify this is Blueface's brother in real life. He's since gone quiet and they try and paint him as mentally ill, but if you pay attention, he definitely revealed some things. These are some old videos, but I'm adding them again for newer people who just recently started to catch on to this demonic saga. Don't discount DeAndre, aka Dre. He tried to warn Blue. There are other videos where you can find where he said Whack 100 had people following him and him confirming Chrisean is a filthy animal. That's I mean, that's his opinion. I just don't have them. Again, these are for the people who really don't understand what's going on quite yet or why. Let's hear what you had to say.
Brother, this my brother. This the last time we gonna have any type of interaction, right? Whether that's your baby or not, nigga, you better say that's your baby, nigga. Or they, like I said, they will hurt you, nigga. So say that's your baby. I don't know if it is or it ain't, but whether it is or it ain't, they trying to do some stuff and it don't work unless they say that's your baby. So nigga, just that's your baby, nigga. So like I said, I don't know if it is or it ain't, but nigga, that's your baby, nigga, or they will hurt you. Straight up.
Probably his biggest enemy right now is Chrisean on the low. Ain't everybody surprised, right? But yeah, on the low, yeah, my brother is his biggest enemy right now is probably Chrisean. And now all of a sudden she best friends with his manager, Whack. That's even more scary with me. You know, my brother done so much wrong to her. He done robbed her of over $300,000 when they shot the show. He only gave her a little bit because I guess he felt like he was the bigger star. He went and got her baby, and then come to find out, she found out that he knows that's not his baby. They've had a very tumultuous relationship, and I feel like it's turned into just something more toxic than we realized. But I know she hates his guts and she's faking, and that's probably his biggest enemy right now is probably her, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody else probably hates him more. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Nobody's really saying nothing. You know, please just pray for him. A lot of people say they love him, you know, his dad over there, but his dad probably is over there sick of him. Chrisean over there on the low really hates him, you know, hates his guts, you know, more than anybody. My little brother's dad, you're a very slimy human being. You know what I'm saying? You already robbed him once of $92,000, and you don't care probably about robbing him again. You hate your son. I recently found that out that you hate your son. You have two people who you have one person without a backbone and another person who hates my brother, and they just in the house all day. That don't sound like it. Now they best friends too. Why is all of this going on? I need some answers and some explanations, because why all of a sudden, like I said, I made that post and now it's stuff going on with me, and then it's stuff keep going on with my brother. Like, what y'all up to? Like, what y'all got secret motives or something? What's going on? Why do y'all keep bothering me as well? You know what I'm saying? Why do y'all keep bothering me? And to the rest of my family, bro, I hope this money don't come between us, bro. To my cousin, STY Randolph, bro, like I said, I hope we family, bro. I hope this money don't come between us. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't, you know what I'm saying? We've known each other our whole lives. We done been family our whole lives, bro. We got to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? Attacking your auntie, having your auntie attack your auntie, turning family against family.
Man, that's crazy. It's actually crazy. So he kind of spilled the beans on a few things there. We don't know 100% sure how true everything he says is. People are saying some bad stuff about him, but it is interesting, all right? People are saying, this is why I think Blueface keeps going back to her. I think she threatens him during her many manic episodes and tries to calm her down. He goes to her, D's her down, tells her what she wants to hear, leaves to try and go back to his normal life, and repeats the cycle. So yeah, he needs to realize that's only making it worse. He will not be able to do that forever. She will break down soon. There is nothing he will be able to do. Her fault for doing that shit to her kid. Oh well, suck it up. That's life. Now she needs to face the consequences. He also insinuated something bad happened to BF while he was locked up. This was around Blueface while he was locked up. This was around the time social media was reporting some sort of assault too. Then Wack and his mom tried to clear it up. Says they're trying to do some stuff and it don't work unless you say that's your baby. All right, they're saying it's the storyline, so that she can keep her Zeus Network thing going. So there's more footage that's been going around that I don't think I've mentioned in previous videos, but people are saying this is Chrisean telling on herself, basically admitting that she knew Ronnie was about to die before he did.
Yo, and I looked at him and said, it's crazy because you're going to die before I die. I just felt it. You can feel when somebody about to die. Because when Karan was doing that weird shit, I told him, you're going to die. He ended up dying. Not because I wished it on him. It's just you can tell where people is going. Or if you got a gift or discernment, you could tell what certain shit is. So when I say the truth, y'all try to pay me like I'm a fucking genie. Or I could just be wishing death on people. No, that's just what it is, because that's all you're putting out. You're harming the next individual.
It's insane that she would even consider that this would be something you'd want to put out there publicly, right? People saying straight to jail. Thanks for posting these incriminating videos. Makes it a lot easier for the police to find, lol. I'll never understand why criminals these days go on the internet and detail the crimes they committed. She deserves the stupid award. It is not untrue that she deserves a stupid award. I don't know if the police give those out. They only give out sentences and many years in jail, which we could be seeing soon, potentially. Now, this is apparently Chrisean's own sister, Tesehki, Tesehki. I don't be following baddies and all this stuff and all these crazy reality shows, okay? But anyway, I was nearly going to call her Tekashi69. But anyway, this is apparently Chrisean's own sister basically saying they think she's going to jail and that she's a murderer.
You're a liar and a murderer, you know you're going to jail. It's catching up to you. If you are a muncher, pussy muncher, cruncher, funcher, punker, it's catching up to you. You going to jail too, bitch. You bitches is going to jail. Y'all want bad bitches like me to be in them. You ain't got a friend over here, baby. You ain't got a friend. I'm a bomb-ass mom. You bitches is terrible moms. Terrible moms. How you munching and gonna touch your child with the mouth? Terrible moms. Terrible. Terrible moms. Murderers. Liars. Manipulators. Like, come on now. Don't make me get all white on y'all. Don't make me go white on y'all. Like, come on. What we doing? At the end of the day, I'm not going to keep letting people just keep lying. Y'all keep talking about sewer, bitch. It cost me $10,000 to summons that bitch. She ain't got no fucking money. She ain't got no fucking money. What am I suing her for? Let's talk about it. Because I can post this shit right now.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, okay? That's kind of crazy. People saying, oh, this is wild. That's her own sister, her very own sister making Don't Make Me Go White on ya when it's rumored their dad is Caucasian. And the way Tesehki cut communication with that portion of the family needs to be studied, since she really did too, completely removed herself. Can't tell me there ain't an underlying reason. It says after the stunt her sister pulled when they had that sit down and she left them all alone. Tesehki bought a home, took her kids out of Baltimore, I believe. She's always been nurturing. Also, I think she's the only one that hinted that Chrisean was part of it in an interview. That's exactly what I thought of. Moment Chrisean tried to make her own sister public enemy #1, Tifa peaced out. Not saying there isn't some truth to that. I don't know. But I don't like Tifa or any of them slow loans. They're talking about the Malones. But there's something dark and sinister, and the sister, Tifa, ain't about to lose her kids or her money or her livelihood over her drug addict ass family. Do I think something happened in that house as kids? Yes, I do. That's crazy. What else was here? Anything else? People saying she needs to tell the police, etc. So people were saying that this is apparently Chrisean right after Karan died. I can't completely confirm exactly when this happened. I'm going to dig into all of this much deeper in a bigger deep dive video. But basically, people are saying you can't rebuke anything. This is basically her low-key almost inferring that, like, he got his comeuppance.
Anything, Carla said. You can't rebuke anything. You reap what you sow. Like I said, I want to see how you a year ago. I want to see how this play out. I think trolling my son, get y'all money, all right, cool. We gonna see where it gets you.
Yeah, that's pretty strange. It's a pretty odd thing to say. People saying, ironically, following this, life turned her every way but loose. She was sleeping from couch to couch thinking she's bigger than the program. Saying Junior sounds exactly the same years later, same tone, same sounds. Not a single thing has changed, progressed, or developed. Poor thing. I don't know how Carlissa didn't get a restraining order after this. They're saying her and Carlissa are the same. Their mental illness protects them from feeling fear. Carlissa actually raised and fed her kids. Is now a great grandmother to her grandkids. The only thing similar between her and Chrisean is their obsession with their physical appearance. But that's most women anyway, other than Carlissa, is nothing like Chrisean. She says this with a whole ass devil tattoo on her ankle, the hypocrisy. People saying, the detectives have this? If not, they do now. The subreddit's probably bookmarked as a favorite on their computer. She's so stupid. This was basically a confession. The feds don't even need to try hard. She tells on herself every time she opens her mouth, literally. That is actually insanity, really, when you think about it. So from here, I'm going to show you two more things. So some people are saying that something must have happened, and now all these videos going around saying that she might have been involved in these incidents. People saying a lot must be happening behind the scenes because Krusty Sean and PE, I'm guessing is that Blueface or is that someone else? Krusty and PE quiet as a mouse now. No more kicks from Krusty. The saxophones keep getting louder and louder. You think her new handler, Sunday, really genuine, or is she going to turn her in? People saying quiet on the creek, quiet on the creek. All right. They're saying that little bimbo would fold in a heartbeat for the right price. Chrisean is an idiot. Sunday or whatever the fuck is an opportunist street leech. They're saying that little Sunday bitch thinks she's getting clout from a washed up hoe. And the only thing it's coming from that fake ass friendship is just hate, because we all know it's just a matter of time when she's going to become demonic like everyone else she falls out with. Of course, they want to speak to her. Lol, is she dumb or slow? Blueface literally admitted on a live interview to Jason Lee she was one of the last people to talk to him. I'm sure they have those messages. I don't know. I can't figure Sunday out. She seems nice, too nice to want to be friends with Krusty. I don't know who Sunday is. I'm going to have to look into that. I def could be wrong. She just knows how to act the part, save Junior. Where did this Sunday chick even come from? Is she another random new friend? She's a friend of Marsh, T, and Sky. Well, you see Quell been quiet or MIA since he went to speak to the detective on Monday, and there was a post on Krusty being investigated on IG, and Ronnie's auntie commented, "Y'all please pray for my sister." The detective told her some devastating news. So I think they definitely found the missing piece they needed to connect her to the murder, and they're trying to confirm it. Also, is a video on Capping for Likes TikTok done 3 months after Ronnie's murder with Prophet Dom, and he said that once the police arrest this light-skinned guy, he will lead them back to her because he was caught with one of the guns from the murder. With everybody praying for justice for Junior and Ronnie, hopefully it's all playing out. This is how I know she's not real about Jesus, because my stomach will always be sick if I knew how many people was praying that some of my worst crimes would be brought to light. So last thing I want to show you, somebody is kind of posting it around these subreddits that they think she is a full-blown sociopath. Someone said, just some insight. I'm a Redditor to you guys. However, I do possess a degree in psychology and criminology. I commented on a post that Chrisean is a psychopath. I'd retract that and say she's a sociopath. Sociopaths tend to be more impulsive, quick-tempered, and can form attachments, but it's usually someone that benefits them. Psychopaths are calculated, and while I do believe she is calculating to a degree, she's not smart enough to plan things out. That's all. I couldn't find the post where I left the comment, so I wanted to give my opinion and thoughts. People saying Chrisean has rocks for brains. Her skull is full of refried beans. Her hash browns are scattered, smothered, covered, chunked, and diced. Not too much on hash browns. I love hash browns. I love hash browns too. She definitely has some manic qualities. Also, I'd agree she's a sociopath. Her upbringing shaped her into a horrible person, and she does have issues with emotional regulation and forming meaningful, long-lasting relationships. People saying that sounds about right. I think Blue flew to Miami to discuss Cousin, who's dry snitching online for his money to Blue and Cracky. I don't think that they wanted to discuss it online because it's taped, or Blue working with the feds, hence the swatting and shit. Something big going down behind the scenes. People saying this is exactly why I think he went down there. They can't talk over the phone, and they had to talk in person. It was a white lady who did a tarot on the reason he went, and this is exactly what she picked up. Chrisean is sick to the stomach. Blue is trying to calm her down. The crazy part, it's PE, the one who helped Ronnie murder too, so it makes sense since he down there. Also, since he talked to the detective today and he hasn't been back up to give an update, so he may be locked up. I'm gonna wrap it up there. You guys can do your own analysis on whether or not she is, you know, a sociopath, psychopath, all of that stuff. She's definitely a weirdo, and I do think, even though all of this is alleged at this stage, there's a lot of theories going around. You know, I'm not necessarily sure how true all of them are, but I'm reporting all of this activity that's going on, and a lot of people think that her time is about to be up. I'm surprised at what I've seen. I found it very damning that that one video going around of her saying, yeah, when I killed that N-word, I mean, my boyfriend did it. Like, if she's so casually doing that and trying to claim it and accidentally saying she did it, that makes me think that that's something she's proud of, something she wanted out there. And that's the thing, I would never kill someone. I'm a very law-abiding, moral person. I would never want to hurt anyone. I would never want to cause harm, discomfort, you know, displeasure to anybody intentionally. And the idea that she kind of seems to like this idea of being a demon having bodies, yeah, I killed that N-word, like that was a casual thing, that makes me think that just from a personality point of view, she's potentially capable of doing that to somebody else. And, you know, the motive seems pretty clear for what was going on with Karan. He was trying to expose the child being his. That was apparently going to lose her millions of dollars in her deal that was predicated on her having the child with Blueface. It's pretty crazy, okay? So look, I'll keep you guys updated on everything that comes from this. Right now, everything's just alleged, and these are rumors going around, but I will be following the news closely, and if something is announced officially, like an arrest or a case or anything like that, I will let you guys know. Thank you for watching this one. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.